Audible?
Yeah, Bhaskar. Yes.
So we'll talk about the scanning tools, basically the code review. So before that, try to understand a word called technical debt. What is technical debt? Generally, what happens for a long-term projects, the writing code, definitely there will be a different developers, a number of developers will be moving here and there. So obviously there are few challenges while writing a code for any project for that matter. So what is technical debt? Technical debt is a term that describes the future penalty that you incur today by making easy or quick choices. Generally, what happens in a long run, the mistakes what we do while writing the code, in the sense the development generally, right? That will have a huge impact for the maintenance, code maintenance, right? So how can we overcome that? And I have listed few uh, the challenges or technical debts which will actually the reason generally will make a mistake on these things actually, right? So what are those things? Lack of coding style and standards. Take any project, there will be a certain guidelines which are defined. There will be coding standards, right? So you have to practice that and you have to follow those things. So generally, you take development in the web pressure or midterm or seniors, right? So everyone may not follow the standards. So that will cause a technical debt. So lack of poor design of unit test cases. The unit test cases are very, very important because that's where your functionality will get filtered first. So as soon as developer writes his code, and after that, the unit test cases will be executed, right? So as part of development testing. So if you don't cover properly, then obviously we'll get into a technical debt. So we have to make sure that a proper design for the unit test cases. So generally, of course, it will be done by the. I'm just giving few information before integrating your tools. So right, there are multiple things like
So we're not able to hear you. Hello.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it is audible, okay, Bhaskar. Yeah.
Okay. So monolithical classes and code libraries. Generally, what happens sometimes if you don't follow the standards, coding standards, right? So you'll get into a mode where you'll write all the classes, right? What there will be like, let's say your project has some functionalities, right? So you need to maintain. I mean, the developers has to maintain the proper classes, right? So which will generate multiple libraries rather than creating a single library, and a later point in time it will be really difficult to manage it. And poorly architecture and approaches. So what happens sometimes the architecture level itself, if you don't take care of standards again, so you will get into a technical debt. So over engineering code. So what happens sometimes there will be smart developers, right? So for that moment they will think that writing code differently and achieving a small thing, maybe a better performance, writing a less code and achieving a better performance, maybe for that moment it will be good, but for a long run that is not the good practice actually. The developer who wrote that code, he himself may forget that logic what he has written. So always the code should be an easy to understand even for the other developers as well. See, right? So if you don't maintain that, because of this smart coding, sometimes you'll get into that problem also. Insufficient comments and documentation. This is very, very important. See, no one can remember what we have written years back, right? Maybe after a year, if you come back and see, whatever code you have written, you may forget. So always the comments will definitely help to understand why the code is written and what is the functionality and what all. So right. So this is another reason. And not writing self-documenting code, like including class, method, and variable names. There are descriptive. Let's say you have a specific functionality. Always it is a best practice to queue the function names which will actually describe the actual functionality of that whatever the code you have written, so that by reading the function name itself you can understand that okay, why these are all very important. Tomorrow if some issue comes for debugging purpose or code modifying purpose, these are all very important. And you should never take a shortcuts to meet the deadlines, right? And leaving dead code in place, right? Whichever is not required, you should not leave that. That code cleanup is mandatory as and when, as soon as you are done with your development, which is not required. So it is always a good practice to clean up the code. So if you, these are the few things which are represented here, which will cause the technical debt. Because see, how can we overcome these things now? That is the question. Why I'm explaining all these things. See, I cannot go and check each and every code, right? Every developer's code. There will be thousands of hundreds of developers. They will write a number of files, a number of lines of code, right? So as a DevOps engineer, how can we help them to overcome these things? So for that, there are few automations are available. So using which you can integrate for your DevOps process. So we'll talk about one or two tools and I'll show you how to integrate also. But using the automated tools, we can overcome these things. Basically, code analysis. Again, there are different types of code analysis. So we'll talk about that as well. Okay. Yeah. Using automated testing to measure technical debt. How can we measure? How can you automate and measure all this technical debt? So there are a couple of tools. We'll talk about that. So mainly we'll talk about two things. One is SonarQube, which is an on-premises analysis tool, and another one is Sonar Cloud, which is cloud-based platform. So first we'll, in case if you are using on-premises, if you are not using the any cloud, then you can obviously use the SonarQube. If your DevOps model is integrated to cloud, then you can use the Sonar Cloud. Okay. So how to integrate, I will show that. This I hope you remember, right? So when we discussed about the DevOps lifecycle, so as part of CI, we will integrate SonarQube or security. If you remember, we have integrated the security part in between for CI and CD pipelines. We'll talk about wherever it is applicable, right? One key way to minimize the acquisition of technical debt is to use automated testing and assessment, right? For that, Sonar Cloud is a cloud service offered by Sonar Source and based on SonarQube. Ultimately, the Sonar Cloud is based on SonarQube. If it is on-premises, we'll use the SonarQube. If it is cloud, we'll use the Sonar Cloud. Okay. Is it clear? Why do we need the scanning tools?
Bhaskar, it's just a kind of scan tool, right? SonarQube.
Yes, code
It's
analysis.
open source.
Code analysis. Yeah, it's an open source which is widely used.
So code analysis we use. Okay.
Yes, yes. So Sonar Cloud is a cloud service offered by whatever it is. And this will support actually more than 20 languages. So all the major languages, whatever we have, Java, Python, PHP, all those things, we can scan using the SonarQube or cloud based on your requirement. So vulnerability scanner, basically, the open source scanner. So for that, what we have to do, log into your First, log into sonarcloud.io. You have to create your account. So you can use your again login. No need to sign up. There will be an option to link with your Azure DevOps. So I will directly link my Azure DevOps account. So this is where you have your, once you log in, so directly you can link with your your, since we are using the Azure Cloud, I can use Azure Cloud account directly. If it is your private thing, you can always use a private thing. Okay. But if you see here directly, this is my same account, whatever I'm using, right? First, you need to create a organization, create a new organization. See, copy paste here the name of existing DevOps organization. So we'll use the same dev dot. We'll use the same organization. I'll use this organization. This and that you can generate that here. So where is your, here? Click on your this thing. There will be personal access tokens generated. I have already. This, okay. Here, create a new token. Give the name, whatever it is. If you want full access, for us actually the code level read write is more than enough. Okay, I'll use the same token which I have already. Okay, so you can generate the token here. Not an issue.
Oscar, I think we need to regenerate the token.
You can create it. Just giving a name, something, and just create token. If you want full access, just create.
For the existing one, we can regenerate and copy that the PAT.
Okay, no, I have the token.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, great. This doesn't have. I give full access. It is saying no access now. So okay, not an issue. We'll generate only.
Okay, again regenerate first.
Cloud. For time and I'll create full access. Copy this. Okay. Once you have generated your token, you can give the import organization details or name, whatever it is. So I'll say March demo. Okay. Another demo. Something like that. Okay. Continue. So you have two options. One is free plan, another one is play plan. The major difference between free and plain, it will be 10 euros per month in case if you want to go for the paid plan. The major difference is the source code, whatever is you are linking here. If you go with the free plan, that will become a public. So anyone can view the your source code. If you go for paid one, that will be private. Create organization, right? Analyze a new project. This is your organization. These are my automatically linked because I have given the, if you remember, we gave the organization name, same name what we have in the Azure portal, right? So this is my project, right? So this is how you can link using your personal access token to your Sonar Cloud. Is it clear? We are not doing anything. We are just created an organization with the same name, and we have created a connection between your Azure portal and your Sonar Cloud because both are cloud. So that's how we have created a connection.
Bhaskar,
Yes.
can we create one-to-many organizations, like one organization with multiple, like n number of organizations can be mapped here?
You can create what is there in that here. Create one more.
One-to-many. Okay.
You have to create your a number of organizations.
A number of, okay.
Yeah, not an issue. Okay. Now how to link here? No, this is okay. Copy somewhere. This might be used. Now go to your marketplace. Here, browse for market and search for Sonar Cloud. So you have Sonar Cube and Sonar Cloud. So click on that. Can you install it? Get it for free. For this one. Since I have already added, this extension is already installed on this organization. Otherwise, you will get an option to add and save. Okay. Save. Okay. It is already there for me. So now how to link? Go to your project and service connections under the project settings. We have created already service connections, right? If you remember. So go with the new service connection. Search with whatever it is just now we have added. Once you add, you will get it here. Sonar Cloud and Sonar Cloud token. What is Sonar Cloud token? how to generate it. So again, you can take it from your my account, security. Here you can generate your token. March DevOps. Generate a token. So copy this and use it here. Cloud. Grant access permission to all pipelines. Verify. Now we have a Sonar Cloud as a service. Clear? This is what we have done. We have created a login and selected whatever the projects already we got it, right? My projects. Analyzing my project. Import another organization. Here you have option to import another organization also. Okay. So I'm going to this is the private organization. That's why we don't have option. Private organizations, we need to go with the paid version. So let us go and create new organization. Continue. Or I could have done it. Project name. Generally, we are just going with the public. Allow public projects. So, okay. Shall we can settings, policies, allow public. You can save this itself. Maybe right. This is our marketplace. Let's refresh. Okay. This is also market. Refresh it. Will we have made this as a public, but it is not allowed. Just give me a sec. Okay, that is okay. We can manage that, nothing. So now we have created our Sonar Cloud service, right? While creating, you have two options. You can go with the existing pipeline and modify that, or you can create a new pipeline. We'll go with the classic one, Hello World app, and search for the Sonar. Pipelines. One more. Okay, you should find your Sonar here. We have created our service, right? Was it successfully created? Service connections, cloud. So this for Sonar. This one, .NET Core with Sonar Cloud. Apply this. Nothing different. What we have created earlier, the pipeline, similar one with the Sonar Cloud related tasks. Okay. Here you need to configure few things. First thing, I see your restore is same, build is same, test is same, everything is same. In between before the build, it will analyze. Again, we can create something called gates. We'll talk about that. Yeah, publish quality gates. So you can actually link your results of this analysis to your pull request. If everything is okay as per the analysis, then only you can go and complete your pull request. I hope you remember, right? When you create a pull request, there are two options. Even if it's set for auto complete or the complete option. So you need to, if you go and select, click on that complete option, then only it will complete the merge sync basically between your private branch and whatever it is. So now here select here the Sonar Cloud, whatever service we have created, and organization can do my demo arc, my demo arc, right? And project key is required. So how to generate project key? Again, this is how where you need to connect again your Sonar Cloud and this thing. Click on my projects. It is not. You don't have any. This. For a project level, basically, you can generate a key. Usually, I should have an option here. Looks like they have changed it. They are restricting few things now. Let me just create a new project. Ideally, I should get the option to create a project for us. I'm not getting it. It's a new project. I have to revisit this. There is. We have converted this to public, but still I'm not getting. So once you select your project, Just log out and log in.
Log out. Yeah.
Yeah. This thing over. I'll come back to this page. Available public. Not required though. Let me try this. Try this. I can use this. Okay, we will queue a different organization. Let's say my demo will generate another token. Let us see. We'll give full permission by this. There is some issue. Sometimes it is working, sometimes not working.
I think you need to give full access, right?
Full access I gave previous one. Still it is not. That's why I'm trying with a specific thing, because it is complaining that read-write code is not there. See here. The token does not have the required permissions. Code, read and write. We gave read and write.
Yeah, down one more option is there while creating. Can you create once again or edit? There is a work items, right? Down. Again up.
Write and read write. No, that is dashboard related, which we are not required. Code level we are working for this. Source code level. Repositories, pull request. This is enough actually. No, forget about it. I gave full access. You can see here. I gave full access, right? See, I'm giving full access. This is an issue. I don't know. They have changed few options. Earlier it was not like this. With free version, I think limitations are increasing. What is that? Organization. I think we are not using any of these, right? Or region.
Bhaskar, this personal access tokens are not project based, right? It is for the entire organization.
Org level, yes.
Then
But we are selecting org level only here.
Okay. Then any token any
Here
should work, right?
this is the organization.
Okay.
Org level only we are giving. Should work this time. Let us see.
Yeah.
But still, I don't understand this.
Do you like we missing anything in between? In
No,
Cloud?
actually, if you see here, create organization, create project, whatever it is. Ideally, you should get an option to create this. Sonar dot whatever it is. When you create, after creating organization, see here you are giving, right? My demo org example. Right? Maybe one. Okay.
Yeah.
I should get an option under this, my organization, with the free option. I think I should get it with the. Now this organization, I have demo. What is this? We have this setup. I think they have changed it actually. So this is what they are doing now. This is what we have tried, right? We have installed, we went to Sonar Cloud, go to project service, we have created a service connection. Use this token. Okay, add a new service connection. We have done this already, right?
Yes,
We created it. We have created service connection, verified.
I verified, yeah, that so done.
This is what we have done it actually. Close it. So Azure DevOps here, organization. Where are we? We are demo one. Project settings. Service connections. Creating service connection. Yeah. We change the stuff. So this is what I was showing. you are installing first time, you should get option to proceed to organization. Now you go and create your service connection. I'm just repeating it, whatever we have done. Service connections, create organization. So now, next. Grant access. Verify this. Verification successful. Yeah, so now how to work this thing. Now one thing we have to do, since it is a course. MD. Colon. So you need two demos. Demo 1 or 2. I think somewhere we have right. Here, lower labs. Now I want to switch my repository. We have done it a couple of times. We are going with demo 3, right? Now. So I'm trying to add the source code. That's all. Nothing much here. Or option common and none. Okay. Add. So we have our source code now. So basically what I'm trying to do here is, since we have created a new organization that was not working the previous one, so there was no source code under this actually. Now if you see, we have our source code. So basically what we can scan the source code with Sonar Cloud. That's what we are trying to do here. This step we have done, right? So these are the different types of projects which will support. So now we have your, what to say? Now let us go here and create your project. Pipelines. Create a new pipeline. We'll create a classic pipeline and search for your demo 1, continue. Go now. Whatever it is. Apply this. So quickly create it. Sonar Cloud. Organization. My demo arc. Right. So again, integrate with MS Build, all those things little bit. So we should get the project key. Where should we get project key? Again from the your Sonar, whatever it is. My projects. Demo. This is the demo one. Demo one. Your project name itself is your. Right. Rest all you leave it. Right. Here something is missing. Select Azure pipeline. Select some whatever it is available system and save it. Right. It is in queue now. So before running it, we can actually integrate your. Let us run it and see what is happening. Hosted parallel has been purchased or granted to request a fix. This is also a problem. Because I have created a new organization. For that new organization, again, this problem, whatever you guys are facing, I got
Access, yeah.
I need to wait for 24 to 48 hours.
24.
Okay, I'll show you this. Once you do this, automatically it will scan and it will publish the results here. I'll show you tomorrow. So maybe I'll request access for this. I mean, this organization. No, sir. So it will publish the results here. I'll show here in the document. So we have done Sonar Cloud extensions. We have created this. This is what we have done. So Sonar Cloud and verified whatever it is created. Then integrate a build with Sonar Cube. This is what we have just created here. So this one. Integration. Created a pipeline and integrated this with whatever it is. The Sonar Cloud. Simple. So we have selected Sonar Cloud. This is automatically linked to your Git, right? Git resource. So automatically whatever the source code available in your Git repository, that will get scanned and it will be analyzed and the results will be published to here in the same page. See here, right now we have not done any scan and it will also give the reliability grading. Basically, let's say it's a yes, A grade or B grade or whatever. So we will come to know once we scan. Maybe tomorrow we'll scan that. It will give the complete analysis, how much code coverage is done and any duplications are there and total number of lines. See, if you want to do this manually, it is not easy to do, right? So each and every line it will go and check and it will give the complete dashboard. So summarized report you will get. So I'll do that once we enable this. Right. This is what we have done actually. Prepare analysis. Once you execute it, you will get this. So this is what we have done. We have created that Sonar Cloud pipeline. These are the options we have here. You see, these are the options. And once you run it, the result will be available like this. If it is successfully completed, it will be cost. If it is for any reasons, if any vulnerabilities or whatever the reasons it is failed, I'll try to show one failure case also where it will fail. So it will display like this. Okay, we'll cover this and what are the different terms which are available as part of this analysis report. We'll talk about this. Since this is not allowed, don't want it. And another important thing is like there will be a open source. Most of the projects will use open source, right? We really don't know how many vulnerabilities are there in the open source, and it is not safe also. So how to integrate that? We'll check the test one.
Yeah, Bhaskar, this one you have shown, and whether it is possible for existing pipeline also, right?
Yes, existing pipeline. See what we have to do for existing pipeline. Add a task. Sonar Cloud. That's all. I don't have anything. You can add. I'll show you that.
Okay.
Of course, most of the time it will be added to existing pipeline. Just dragging drop. That's all, right? You know how to add a task, right?
Yes.
So adding a task, simple. You have so many tasks here, right? Which are related to what is different here. Your restore is common, like in our previous pipeline. Your build was there, your test was there, your publish was there. You can always drag and drop wherever you want. Add a task and yeah, got it. Prepare analysis and configuration, whatever it is. Run code analysis, same thing what we have, right? Just add it. It will add one more here in our existing pipeline and move it wherever you want. Clear?
Yes.
We'll continue tomorrow. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Bhaskar.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Bhaskar. Actually,
Okay.
see the Sonar Cube, where the process, the steps we followed is anything like the prerequisite Sonar Cube only after CI/CD or before CI/CD? Why? Because workaround you did for the to make the security allow all public.
There are two things.
Some settings, and one more is again you created the workaround like which is not generating the Sonar. Is there anything something before the prerequisite like the Sonar cloud we need to enable the settings where after CI?
All these problems you are getting just because of free versions. Okay.
Because anything like
they are supporting a lot of public. So since our Argo was created, we have converted from public to private. Still, this is not working. I don't know for some reason.
Yeah, that's
maybe one last thing I will check. Done this. You go to your projects.
But most of the projects will be private only, right? But any security projects?
Yeah, you need to go for private, paid version.
Okay.
Right. What was the org we have created? March demo, right? Is a new project. See, for other org, we got it at new project creation, like what we got it right earlier. So we have project under my projects basically, right? So not to organization, but under projects. But whereas this one, there's a new project. I should get that. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not getting that. For this specific thing.
Yeah, maybe.
That is because of private. They are clearly saying it.
Because I thought if it is private project also, many of the projects will create as a private only.
So I've done it already. Now let us go and check it. This pipelines. New pipeline. See, why I have tried with a new one is what is that? Pipelines. Demo arc. Key will be my projects. This is under which I am right now. My demo. Is it demo one? Launch demo, right? My projects. Just wait for 1 minute. Once again. Right. under which I have hosted by parallelism must be purchased. Why? Even I tried for my previous one. I don't know, every day they are changing policies. This is my previous one where I had an access. This is not 3.9, this is just 3. Even for this, I'm getting it. Yeah, I'll send a request. Yeah.
So existing will not be left, right? Bhaskar, like, which we, because
That's what ideally, see, even this one is for my under A3 only I'm doing.
existing, yeah, existing.
Yeah, existing. Okay, not sure. I'll submit it.
Bhaskar,
Okay.
last. The on-premises Sonar, which is the Sonar Cube.
Yes.
Yeah, Sonar Cube, basically, correct my understanding, like, every, let's say, if any real-time scenario, if any on-premises which is working on the projects, so we need to vulnerability check. That's what the Sonar Cube is, the on-premises we need to enable. Is that only that scenario?
No. See, it's not mandatory that you have to be in cloud, right? There are a number of projects which are like on-premises. For on-premises, you cannot integrate the Sonar Cloud. Sonar Cloud, actually, the main version or the initial version was only the Sonar Cube. Since the projects are migrating from on-premises to cloud, they have created another kind of replica with additional supports, which will actually support for all cloud platforms. Sonar Cloud, that's all. So in case your project is on-premises, you just install your Sonar Cube on your whichever the respective system server and integrate your repository to that. That's all. Okay.
But wherever the marketplace, even you showed both, right? Sonar Cube as well as Sonar Cloud. So we can, that's what you're saying. If it is an on-premises,
based on your project requirement, you can integrate it, whatever.
Thanks, Bhaskar.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks, Bhaskar.